Hi, my name is Josh Ibarra, and this is my introductory video for EDL 853. Um, so, a little bit about me. I grew up in Southwest Kansas in Ulysses, Kansas. Attended college at K-State, even though I'm a KU fan. I love hunting and fishing. I love just being outdoors, camping as well, traveling, any of that kind of stuff. I work at Medicine Lodge High School. We are a smaller school in South Central Kansas. Have about 120 to 130 students in our high school. We are a combined school, so the middle school is up here as well, 7 through 12. It is a great school. We have a lot of great teachers. We have an incredible principal and administration here. I think our staff is a great staff. I've been here now. This is my 8th year, and I've learned a ton from our staff and especially from our principal. One thing I would say about our school though is we do lack in technology in a lot of areas, especially with the way the world is changing. But we are working on updating our technology and our opportunities here for the kids, and we hope that here in the next couple of years we can offer a lot more as far as different classes and just things that these kids can do. As far as dealing with the special education side of things, our school is very good at we have great paras here. We have great special education coordinators here. Our co-op is really good, but outside of the co-op, the actual people in the building are fantastic. We have 2 of them in our building, one that deals with 7 through 9, and then another one that deals with 10 through 12. And then we have a good amount of paras that are in classrooms all the time, and they are fantastic and keep those kids where they need to be. We do not have any special needs kids in our building that are not capable of being in the classroom. So our special needs that we have just in our building are learning disabilities. So you really don't notice it that much. The pairs are there, and the kids know what they need to do, and they do a pretty good job. Modified instruction work is something that they have asked us to do over the years, and they're really good about explaining what you need to do with each kid and knowing these kids on a personal level. So that's fantastic. At risk, we are lucky we have a para here that deals with nothing but at-risk kids. So these are kids that don't necessarily qualify as special education IEP kids, but they still need help. And so we have this para that works with them, and she may be a little overwhelmed at times, but she does a fantastic job. As far as things that we can do in the classroom or that I've done in the classroom, Chromebooks, we are 1-to-1 here at this school, and I think the Chromebooks open up a plethora of opportunities when it comes to modifying things for kids. Modified work and tests, did this a lot, whether it was eliminating answer choices or creating word banks. Working with the paras and modifying it for those students was very necessary and was pretty easy to do. So, didn't have any issues with that. Textbook resources have come a long way. We just got new textbooks in the history department, and like a year ago. And these textbook resources are incredible. This new textbook, it comes with an online version, and you can set that reading level to whatever you want it to be. You can also have the book read to you online. There's videos. I mean, there's a ton of different resources there. So that is an incredible thing to have right now. And then this year I've gone to project-based learning, and I feel like this gives those kids the opportunity to kind of create their own learning, or go with their own learning style. And we're not just sitting there taking notes, listening to me lecture, writing things down, reading in the book, doing worksheets. These kids have the opportunity to research how they need to research. They learn how to be a little bit more organized, which is kind of one of the maybe drawbacks to project-based learning when you're dealing with an IEP kid. They're not always the most organized kids, but this now puts that in their hands to where they have to start learning that process maybe. but it gives them the opportunity to learn what they want to learn, how they want to learn it, and that to me I think is very beneficial. As far as plans, things that we could do here to help, I think we could have more hands-on learning throughout the building. We are looking at creating, like we've started some robotic stuff here. I know there's a lot of stuff in the plans to be done, and we hope that we can keep increasing these hands-on opportunities here. And I think that's going to be huge. I think it's a big deal, especially when dealing with kids with IEPs. As far as professional development, I think that can be huge because a lot of times teachers come in, especially young teachers, not knowing how to deal with this stuff. Whether it is an IEP kid or a kid that has a special need that's beyond just a learning disability. So having those opportunities to learn from whoever it is during an in-service day, that I think that's very beneficial. And then communication with peers, um, talking with the paras, talking with the special education coordinators, talking with other schools to see what they do and how they handle their special education students. I think you're going to learn more from that than maybe just reading something online. Funding is a huge issue. Like I said, with the textbooks, those are fantastic, but ordering textbooks costs a lot of money these days because of all those resources. So funding is a huge, huge deal. And trying to get things that are more hands-on, obviously you're going to deal with that as well. Finding alternative methods, I think the Chromebooks open up a lot of different things that you can do because every kid has access at any time to the internet. So if you can utilize those Chromebooks, I think that's a big, big part of this. And then looking for grants to kind of offset the funding is something that you can do as well. And there are a number of grants available. You just have to get in and apply and go for those. So that's my video, and looking forward to this class. Thank you.